Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Saturday. Apologies for the last couple weeks being kind of sparse. I just had a lot to do. So this week, we're picking back up with the Paladin run of Gothic 2. I might only be able to stream today. I have places to be in the afternoon. I don't think I can stream tomorrow. I'm not sure. Maybe I'll make something happen. I don't know what that word means, Black Wolf. But I'm doing alright. I'm trying to tell that's an I or an L at the beginning of your name. I'm going to call you Lazodoc. Good morning. I hope that's an L. Ah, Privyet. Okay, I get it now. So, how's everybody doing this morning? So, I was an idiot. I thought, Sekiro was coming out this week. The new game from Software. But it turns out that's next week. The next Friday, I'll start with that. Very good. For once, I did not horrendously butcher someone's username. And also, good morning, P-Tech. Alright, so... there's a warg just having a fit. Did we get Gorn's, bag of goods? I can't pronounce that second one. There's way too many consonants in the beginning. That's a lot of ways to say hello. Yeah, I think we got Gorn's fun bag over here, so we don't need to worry about that. We opened it? Looks like we've opened it. Sorry, it's been so long, I forgot what the hell I did last time. So we've got to go visit the mining sites. Gotcha. Well, a lot of fond hellos. I guess we'll go the usual route, visit, Marcos's site first. Him in the old Grimes. I wonder if I can take down a dragon snapper by turning into a dragon snapper. That could be cool. Holy crap, it's working. It worked! Alright, that was fun. Probably should have saved that for something else. In fact, I will. I always forget how powerful that spell is. Yeah, the Valley of Mine soundtrack in Gothic 2 really sets the tone. This kind of, you know, hopeless despair and bleak grayness. People are trying to petition PB to release the alpha version of Gothic 1. Confirmed to be in the Museum of Video Games in Berlin. That's crazy. How did they confirm that? And if it's in the museum, how did people not know about this earlier? Alright, well, forward me the petition. I'd love to sign it. Sweet, Jasper Disaster. Thanks for joining. Glad you're enjoying it. Could not imagine why, but I shan't judge. Let's go get Den's corpse, I guess. Sekiro looks fun. I think it looks more... It's like a modernized Tenchu game, which is what I'm really looking for. I know the problem is I'm going to try and play it like Dark Souls, because I'm used to those mechanics and that kind of perspective. So I'm probably going to have a lot of trouble with it. I hate how it defaulted, because it's change.org. It defaulted to my actual name and address. So, thank God I did not have the browser shared. I shall bookmark that, I guess, and check it out later. Katanas are inferior swords. I like that, well, something's trying to, trying to bring the, Tenchu style of, like, stealth gameplay back. Which is something we have not had in a decent form for ages. I haven't played Tenchu since Wrath of Heaven. At least I'm getting some decent crits on these. Problem is, before I can even like get the backpedal animation to stop, he's already attacking again. Well, the main reason why I hate two-handed weapons in this game. And I eat my meat. Where's old Den? There's old Den. See, that's where you're wrong, because basically all swords need to be swung like that. Because if you just try and bash people with a sword, you're never going to do any damage. Now, obviously, video game developers try and make distinctions between weapons like that, and that's why there's this kind of fallacy where people believe that historically they were used like that. But in reality, every kind of sword needs finesse. You can't just batter people with them like it's a bludgeon. I am using the DirectX 11 mod. That's kind of the big thing that makes the water look nice and shiny and everything. But I'm also using the Rhesus texture pack, and I really need to update my mod pack so I can start sharing it every time somebody asks. Not really. All swords really need the same. The only difference is katanas were more slashy oriented, whereas European straight swords were more thrust-oriented. But you could swing them and cut people with them. Can I one-shot these with the old crossbow? Yes, I can. Can we use the battle axe? Nope. Yeah, fingers. Can you believe it? It's been a while. How are you this morning? Also, I feel like daylight savings, as much as I hate it in the US, might actually be a blessing. I think more people can actually attend the streams now because it put my time zone 1 hour closer to UTC. So like right now, I think it's like noon UTC. Or, no, it's 2 p.m. I'm an idiot. I told somebody the wrong thing. He probably showed up 2 hours ago wondering where the hell I was. Yeah, daylight savings happened last Sunday and completely fucked me up because I went into work with like 2 hours to sleep. They basically tried to go to bed an hour early, and I could not fall asleep. Yeah, it sucks. I don't know why anyone still does daylight savings. It's completely arbitrary in a world of artificial light and where people regularly work third shift anyway. 4 p.m. Did it say 26th? It was supposed to say 16th. I think I typed down my phone, so I apologize. Thanks for pointing that out. How do this do? I forgot I have no crossbow skill to speak of. I'm just using it to use it. No. Big smack. It wasn't that popular. It wasn't unheard of. Like, the whole reason I found out about it is because it was featured in a, like, Game Informer magazine.
Another one of those things.
Who the hell was that? Oh, it was Marcos. Yeah, like, I would find it in, you know, game stores for a little while. Actually, if it was funny, a buddy of mine went to GameStop for the first time in forever, which is like the really shitty, you know, #1 video game retailer in this country, and he found a copy of Elex for sale. He asked me about it.
Really?
And I was just like, yeah, I mean, it was alright, but probably not on Xbox.
Are you?
No. Someone rich. The only thing is, and I let those idiots put a flea in my ear.
I know those jokers. You seem to be.
Oh well, looks like that.
Why?
Because
What is Marcos fighting down there?
What are you?
what?
Usually doesn't take up arms
Can you
against
teach
anything.
me something? What do you? I'll see what.
I don't know how to pronounce your name, so I'm just going to call you Loco. Good morning. It isn't.
Here.
Stop asking.
What do you want?
So what should I learn how to do anything? I'm not learning smithing with this character. But I don't think any of these apply to smithing anyway, so why the hell did I even bring that up? Shelby's torn. I think the only time that is actually that useful is when we're a mercenary and we can sell them to Cypher at a premium. God damn it all, I ran out of lockpicks. Those fucking goblins are going nuts. No, I actually decided I'm not going to start The Witcher until after I'm done with Sekiro, because I don't want to try and manage 3 different game streams at once. I'll never have time for them all. So I'm going to do Sekiro once or twice a week until that's over, and then I'll start The Witcher. Oh, that bloodfly just fucked off. Smack. Yeah, I don't know why. One of these mods, I forget which one, changed the lockpicking sound effect. Where did that fucking bloodfly go? I'm pissed off. I wanted to kill it. So it's 60 of my Gothic 3 playthrough. Damn, dude. I am thoroughly impressed. Holy crap, is there something up here? Oh my goodness. I never knew about this. There's shit up here. I mean, it's not very good, but there's shit up here. I never knew that. That blows my mind. Yeah, I do apologize for the raging. Running out of patience. Very shortly into that game. Hey, the bloodfly's back. I don't know if you got to the hammer mine yet. That's where things really hit a peak. Yeah, can you believe it? Oh my goodness. 30 to 20 hours. The Gothic 3 episodes were between 30 and 60 minutes apiece, so that's probably more like 35, 40. That's wild. This was a mistake. Can't really double team lurkers. Which mod is what, Lucifer? You've been watching this. I haven't added any mods. Yeah, Gothic 3... I've played it on occasion since building the new PC, but... And I call it new. It's 4 years old at this point. But I played it occasionally. I have no idea how I managed to get through it all for the YouTube series, because... It doesn't take me long to get tired of it. I still play it more often than anything like Skyrim. Oh yeah, I forgot to get stuck. This is a neat trick if you didn't know about it. For some reason, the lurkers in this area don't walk all the way up to you. The weird bug where they get stuck a short distance away. Mole rats have that just about everywhere, but the lurkers do it here. I don't know why. And Gothic 3 has its shortcomings, for sure. It's a fun game. I don't know why I like it. It's got a lot of problems.
You haven't come to send me back into the... I'll have to disappoint you then.
You're a
How perceptive of you.
That roast smells good.
Don't touch!
Touch.
What's wrong with you?
You have to ask that? Just look around you. These damn
Just look
lurkers are
around
spread
you.
across the entire river since first. There are only 2. Since yesterday, I've counted 5 at least. No idea how I'm ever gonna get out of here.
Have you tried getting through to the pass?
Do I look insane to you? 20 soldiers couldn't drag me out of here as long as those beasts are out there. I despise those things. I only have to smell them, and I break out in a cold sweat. And their constant gurgling makes the blood freeze in my veins. If you're that eager to have them skin you alive, go right ahead.
What would you give me if I killed the things?
Well, it would be enough if those lurkers in front of the cave would disappear. I found a lump of ore. I would give it to you in exchange.
Lump of ore, that's all you're out here to get.
The lurkers in front of...
Great. Here's what a...
Gonna give me the ore. Not gonna cross the pass
Will you cross-
anyway.
Or get it.
I don't know what to tell you, man. Shouting at me isn't gonna fix it.
A few lockpicks would be
I
helpful.
don't have lockpicks. Oh no, I just picked some up. Get the upgraded militia armor. You buy it from Engrom back at the castle. Hey. I always loved, even for how bad it is, I've always loved the voice acting in this game just because it's so atypical for a medieval fantasy RPG. Come closer, beast. You know, I may have turned... Can't remember. I may have turned the low latency mode off on Twitch. Which I really shouldn't for this game, because it doesn't look good enough to justify the difference, but... Basically, the low latency mode means the chat and the stream are, like, closer synchronized, but the quality of the video gets a lot worse. So I should turn it on for this game, and turn it off for more impressive-looking games. Oh, good luck. Engrom. I forget who Engrom is. Engrom. No, Engrom is the hunter with Talbin. Engor. That's the provisions master in the castle. There we go. Yeah, she was asking who sells the heavy militia armor. I got the names mixed up. Too many E's in this game. There's Engrom, Engor, Edgor. Who else is there? What are the E names? Eldritch. Enim. Who's the other brother? Egil. Yeah, you're cheating there. Names that start with E. Remember, I only have 3 lockpicks, so I can't afford to lose any. Got a quick save every time I try to unlock a chest. I hear you gargling. Oh, Emilio, yeah. Emilio, that little twat. Yeah, eat shit. Emilio is one of the diggers in the bandit camp in Jarkandar. He's the one you have to interrogate to get the lead on Esteban's attempted assassin. Come closer, Snippy Snap. Oh, no, he's more interested in the lurker. I always found it interesting how they decided to change the AI pattern of the lurker, the snappers to like stalk you. When in the first game they would do the same thing as everything else, and they would kind of like stomp their feet and try and threaten you if you got too close. Oh god, I got them all! Ow! Ow! Right. There's a way to deal with this. Get them all in the water. Oh, they stopped. Alright, there's a way to deal with this. I think... Yeah, you might be right. They might still stalk you, but they do the, you know, the kind of growl and stomp their feet first. And then they start walking towards you. Alright, there's a way to deal with this. How do we deal with this? I think... Just get them to here. I can cheese them. Or I can just get them one at a time. See, if they can't get their feet on the ground, they can't attack you. So it's easy to cheese them in the water. And then he just curls up. That is also true. Yeah, they just stomp and charge at you. Those kind of the reverse change. They can swim, yeah, but they can't attack you while they're swimming, so you can get them stuck. Most enemies in this game can swim. Most of them don't try to. Oh crap, weapon. Yeah, that was a silly thing. I don't know why they did it that way. Made it quite easy to kind of plink them full of arrows until they got really close. I will say, that's one thing that, like, I'm glad they kind of started to get the picture in Elex. Getting enemies to, like, try and dodge your
So much for
missile
you,
attacks.
filthy beast.
So that they would, try and roll away from your projectiles, but they didn't do it enough. And that's one of the reasons why ranged weapons are so overpowered in that game. It's because enemies just walk right into it. So they should just figure it out and make enemies constantly try and dodge your bullets and shit. Yeah, my fridge is kind of empty too. I gotta go shopping this weekend. I opened it this morning, realized I didn't have anything to eat. I didn't even have, I had some fruit and shit, so that's what I ate. But I didn't even have cream to put in my coffee, so I had to drink nasty black coffee. Because I don't want to go to the grocery store until later. Although I don't know if you have some hardship reason why, and I might have just been really insensitive, and I apologize if that's the case. Hey! Oh god, oh god. Oh, they stopped. I don't know why I was going that way anyway. Whoa, invisible knight. Oh, there he is. It's not just a glitch with crossbows, but it does get more annoying with crossbows because they take longer to put away. Who the hell keeps doing things? Oh wow, that orc actually followed me. Do not kill the knight.
One less monster around.
I saved your ass. Oh yeah, so that's the same thing with me. I used to what the hell are you doing up there? Oh, well, he's dead. I used to load up. Oh my god!
One less monster around.
That's why you're not supposed to talk to Grimes outside.
One less
I used to stock up my
around.
fridge and then everything would expire. So now,
Alright.
when I go to the grocery store, I only buy stuff I'm gonna use that week. And then inevitably, I run out of food before the end of the week. Yeah, he's a kill. He fucking ninja'd my kill. Does he have the bad fighting style? I didn't even notice. Yeah. This place... orcs just teleporting in. Snappers just teleporting in. Although, ironically, this one ends up being one of the safest. The Silvestro's already decimated. Fagiths gets overrun later. This one... there's a troll that just stands outside, but he doesn't do much of anything.
Watch it. One more time and I'll slug you one.
He'll slug me one. Yeah, he doesn't have the shitty fighting style. He just has the base, intermediate, the fighter style. Oh man, I could not imagine a diet like that. I try to, add some variety to what I eat during the week, but it's difficult. Especially if I only want to cook once and go shopping once.
Hey, you! How much?
A few chests. But there's nothing of that left here. Paladin Marcos decided to take the ore to the castle because we were constantly being attacked by orcs.
Don't you want...
Now, I'm not gonna look back then.
Old stories.
He didn't take the direct... He wanted to cut around.
I find it funny that none of these guys, especially the guys who have been here in the valley, seem that bewildered by the fact that, the new camp area is suddenly frozen. Oh god. I really should save because I don't have many of those. Right? Oh my god, I already fucked it up again. Oh, I gotcha. I getcha. What the hell's Burrick? Or Burrick? Are you kidding me? I didn't turn on the fucking lockpick randomizer somehow, did I? Or does the combination not restart when you step away from it? I actually need to test that. I never even thought about that. I think if you start picking the lock and then you back away from it halfway through the combination, I think if you face it again, you start from where you left off. You don't start over. Yeah, it's kind of funny that Grimes is still mining in the same, like, general area that he was. But yeah, there's like a whole wall that used to be here and everything. Like a rock face that's somehow gone. That's one of the inconsistencies with the valley that does annoy me. Because they had the whole thing saved as a template. Obviously, they didn't rebuild all this from scratch, but they just changed the landscape so much. I'm pretty sure the orcs... I mean, the orcs... Most of the orcs on this island came to this island for an invasion. They aren't the native orcs. There are only a handful of those left. I'm sure they were, you know, enlisted. But the... most of the orcs are invaders from the mainland. So they know that they're here to stop the orc production. It's just so much easier to kill goblins with this. Can you hit it? Wow, I say that and look what happens. Ask with the everything in the valley besides the swamp camp. That's a good question. I don't know why I haven't been. Like I had to switch to the militia army to talk to somebody. I never switched it back. Yeah, I mean, it is a shame that they cut off the swamp camp. Obviously, they did that because they ran out of time to develop it. So they're just like, alright, fuck it, put a big wall up, and we'll say it's because the orcs put it there. But I just don't understand why they changed, you know, whole, like, natural landscapes were just taken out or altered with no explanation why. You know, there's the whole, like, Quentin's Valley over there that's just gone, and it's now just a mountain face. There's no way you can argue that, oh, somehow the dragons did that. And shit like that. That's what I find silly. Take that. And I realized last time we never really did much exploration on, like, that side of the lake over there. In fact, I never really do, and I always forget what's actually over there. I just remember that there's a chest with a walking stick in it for some reason. Alright, well, how shall we do this more easily? Orcs command the wargs, lizard people command the orcs, dragons command the lizard people. I actually don't know if the orcs and lizard people necessarily have authority over one or the other. They never really coexist in any area. Even on Irdarath, the orcs are like the frontline guards, and the lizard men are only near the dragon. So I think the lizard men are specifically guardians of the dragons. The orcs are the foot soldiers, really. Yeah, there's a lot of, you know, unfinished, I'm not going to say cut content, just unfinished content in Gothic 1 that they just didn't remove or flesh out because it would have caused more problems. Are you going to rip me to pieces?
I'm gonna rip you to pieces.
I thought so. Well, somebody's shooting. This is the fun part. The bandits always get stuck there, so it's very easy to cheese. Ow! Ow! Bromor commands Nadja. So... God, it's getting rainy. No, I can't see. Apologies, I'll be right back. Yeah, that's the extent of Quentin's involvement in the actual game. It's kind of a shame. Could have been so much more. Oh, we're gonna go all sneaky beaky on this idiot. I don't know how much damage my crossbow can do.
You're in for it now.
Hey! It's actually ideal. Oh god. Alright. Point blank crossbow strats seem to work. Oh god. I'm stuck in sneak mode. At least he's patient enough to let me put my draw my sword. Alright, come at me. I love the slow motion, like, collapse. Hey, more lockpicks. Alright, I gotta go back to the convicts down there and use that bed, because I can't be traveling in this weather. I played Gothic 1 the first time. I immediately joined the sect camp. Actually, I only joined the sect camp once, and I was thoroughly disappointed. I knew that they got, like, magic. You know, they supposedly got magic earlier than anybody else. I think they're kind of like the... I don't remember. I only did it once or twice. I think they... Did they get access... Did you have to become a Templar before you could even do the invocation? I feel like they might have been, kind of like the fire mages in this game, where you have to reach the highest rank in the guild before you can even progress past, like, the opening chapter. Whereas the other two, you join the faction and then you can progress, and then you level up by chapter 4. Yeah, because, like, the thing is, I don't remember if their, like, merchant inventories change, so if you can't access all their runes if you join as, you know, a mage of another faction. I don't think that's the case. So you have access to all their magic even as a water mage or a fire mage. If they had exclusive magic, it would make it a little different. Probably be a more unique faction. But rather, they are just less of the other factions. It's still, like, dark as fuck here. I don't know if there's, like, a way to set, like, the config files to make it rain less often so it's not as annoying. Oh god, lurker! Smack. I don't know why I even came back this way. I could have gone the Talbin way. Remember the combat system user unfriendly? Yeah, it was quite nuts. The thing is, I had played this game first, and I at least got kind of used to how, like, the animations and, like, timing of everything. But yeah, when I had to adjust to actually using the combinations of, like, clicks and keys and all that, that was rough. God damn it, why'd you put it away? Oh my goodness. I'm in the loop. No! Those! You little shits! Yeah, I accidentally double tapped the, like, 2 key. And so he put it away, but then immediately took it back out again before I even pressed the button. I think I see what you mean. That's different from the problem I was thinking of. Where, like, I remember my brother, one of the reasons he stopped playing the game was he accidentally killed somebody he was trying to loot. Like, he had knocked him down in the middle of town and tried to loot him. But yeah, the glitch where when he went to put his sword away, for some reason, it was that thing where, like, he puts on his back and then immediately just whips it back out again. So he accidentally stabbed the guy instead of looting him. Wow. I didn't realize I can one-shot field raiders with this. Oh, I hear more gobelinos. Holy crap, there's a lot more than I thought. Well, he stopped playing because he hadn't saved for a while before that. So he, he was a murderer and people were trying to kill him. Actually, no, I remember why he stopped playing, because he did that thing where, like, he got killed, but because he opened the menu to reload before he hit the ground, he was, when you're dead on the ground, the save option comes grayed out and you can't select it. But before you hit the ground, after you die, that can happen. So he accidentally overwrote his only save game while he was in the middle of dying. So this is before we knew that, like, Marvin mode and everything was a thing. I never talked to Engram, did I?
How's it going?
Crap. What?
Yeah, for that. I got more. Huh?
Boing. See, the problem is I would love to make it like a compilation, but I should make my own clips when these things happen, but I don't think of it because obviously I'm pissed off and that's not really what I'm planning. So I don't have the time to go back through all my, like, videos and find, like, the rage moments and make a montage, much as I want to. I ain't about that. I'm not a good actor. I found Cavaloran's old bag. The funny thing is, I'm actually, like, it's hilarious that Cavaloran remembers leaving that behind when he considered it so worthless. I think he would have just forgotten about it. Favorite movie? Good question. I don't usually think of that. I don't watch movies much. Probably... Green Mile is a classic. Where the hell is Marcos? Marcos is dead. Marcos is gone. That's a problem. Oh,
Halt in the name of Enos.
He's fucking
I am
invisible.
Marcos, Paladin of the King. Say what you want and speak the truth.
Relax. I am in the service of Lord Hagen.
You're one of the
Speaking to a paladin ghost who doesn't care that we're not wearing our armor. That would have scared the shit out of me if this happened and I was, like, in the hero's shoes.
How's...
There he is. I don't know why when I quick save they suddenly show up. They suddenly show up. Oh, look at it, so sparkly. It did startle me, yes. Yeah, the DX11, I hate how it fucks so many things up. I think I did get, a prompt for an update, so maybe there's a new version that might have finally fixed all these problems with, like, the... like, particle effects and transparent bullshit. Like how, Quarhodron doesn't look like a ghost. And, the undead dragon just has some glowy balls. There's so many meter-bugs. The X11 and Gothic 1 Old Mine. I don't even know what that was like. I actually never did the DX11 in... See, there was a glitch there where I pulled... Like, he didn't actually put the sword away. I never did DirectX 11 and Gothic 1. I wanted to do it for the walkthrough. I don't remember if it was even out at the time, actually. I might be lying. But I could not do it on my old laptop because it, like, made the thing melt down. Oh, yeah. Especially when he didn't have, what do you call it? Like, any actual weapon skill. Oh, the rat's coming. The old swampy rat. Love to get it. Oh, God, help me. That was not supposed to happen. That was a mistake. Glad it survived. That tower? You've never seen that tower? That's always been there. That was there in Gothic 1. You stop focusing on that? Old Mine Gothic 1 is completely glitched out and dark, missing texture. Interesting. That's a shame. That would seem like a high priority thing to fix. What do I know? I'm not a modder. Yeah, because I remember trying out the DirectX 11 mod. Actually, I feel like it made the game run a little bit better just because it dealt with some of the issues that were basically causing my frame rate to lock. Because for some reason, AMD cards did not work well with Gothic 2. But it overheated my computer like crazy, my laptop, because my laptop did not manage heat well. Well, this is the only thing in here. There's no reason to climb to the top. I always do that just to prove that there's nothing up there over and over again. Indian 2K19. Aren't they called AMD still? Or do they I know they changed their name a while ago. I forget what they used to be called. Yeah, it's the DirectX 11. I don't know why it does that. ATI, that's what they used to be. Yeah, my laptop's old laptop that I used to use is still in this room. I don't know if it'll even boot up anymore. I don't care about Counter-Strike or tournaments or anything. We'll make some jackasses. I mean, I know a lot of competitive esport groups can be assholes. Insufferably so. I don't know why I'm going this way either, because there's nothing good over here. Just orcs. I'm gonna start from the castle and go east. Or whatever that way is. Well, I'm not surprised, because people love, for some reason, a lot of people just fall in love with cocky personas like that.
Justice will prevail in the end.
I mean, I'm sure he gets a lot of, like, media attention from it. But again, I don't care about esports or anything. I don't watch any of them. Especially with, like, all the cheating scandals that happen on, like, a fucking yearly basis.
You should be proud to wear the armor of the king, rather than running around in these rags.
Should be
Now
proud
go.
to kiss my ass.
Hey, you! Show me.
Got no lockpicks. You jerk. I don't need that. Oh, I have another light fish. I don't know if I'd watch that. I've never played the multiplayer mod, though. I've always been... Oh, God, why did I sell the boar skins? I'm an idiot. Them's were for Bosper. Don't forget to bring the Ring of Water armor. What do you mean, bring it? I always have it. I just had to switch it out because this idiot wouldn't talk to me.
I'm not touching that.
I never knew that.
I think I want to level up two-handed.
Let's begin.
Two-handed wombat. What towel joke? I don't get it. So no, I didn't get it. Yeah, an MMO is never gonna work for combat that relies on like precision timing. Come at me, orcish fool. Wow. Ouch. Oh my god, back up, would you? Whoa! I forgot how shitty I am against orcs. Oh my god, that backup animation was like so delayed. Fuck. I win. But where was the joke? I don't get it. Team deathmatch. Oh, I thought it was like an MMO kind of thing. I am running a 980. I've not tried Metro Exodus yet. I don't know why. I felt like I was more excited for it before it came out, and then I just kind of realized, like, I like Metro, but not enough to, like, buy it at launch. I don't know. I don't watch South Park, so maybe that joke would have been more obvious to me. But I didn't get it. I apologize. Yeah, I don't know if people still play it. Maybe I should start organizing some death matches. That'd be kind of silly. Although, to be honest, I'm not the biggest fan of, like, deathmatch kind of format games. That Mordhau game that I used to stream for a little while, that's coming out to a full release soon. And I did play it again recently, and it's still only got, like, 2 servers that ever actually have people in it. So the main reason I don't play it, because the only people still playing it are so much better than me that I can't possibly, like, learn anything from fighting them. So I'm kind of hoping that, you know, when some newcomers come in, there'll be people I can kind of keep pace with and, you know, learn as we go. So I hope the full release version is well populated. Because I accidentally hit the button to quick drink mana. Oops, that was the healing potion, so I accidentally drank a healing potion. Outer Worlds. I have not looked into that since it was announced. I haven't really decided how interested I am. Especially because that's Obsidian. Obsidian got bought out by Microsoft, right? This is better than being bought out by EA, but I'm still not... Still concerned for their well-being. Yeah, so make sure that you don't just, like, hammer the button and, you know, fuck everything up. Drink all your potions by accident. Oh, Wolf got stuck. It is surprising, considering they took the mechanic out of the game, that they even had that, you know, failsafe enabled. Woof woof. Can you hit the damn things? It's weird how anything that I can kill in one hit with a crossbow, I don't even bother fighting in melee. I'll just, you know, point blank shoot them. Yeah. I don't know why it would have been so difficult for them to, you know, actually enable the animation. But what do I know? Woof woof. Good question. I actually should do that on all, like, the corpses, but I'm pretty sure none of them have dialogues. It'd just be kind of funny to see if one of them just had, like, generic, you know, no-name NPC dialogues.
Hasn't anyone given you some of our armor? Then get some first.
Wait a minute.
Okay, well, he's particular about that. Get no XP for knocking him down. Probably shouldn't do that because I think Vatras is going to yell at me later. Why are the wolves alive again? Fuck, I thought I had quick saved before I did that. Also, that's an animation you almost never see, is the wolves flying on their backs like that. Very seldom that you manage to kill a wolf from behind. Oh, that's right, I did. What the hell am I doing? Thanks for reminding me. Can you hit the fucking thing? It's right in your fucking face. My god. My god. Oh, is this hut, burnt out hut here in the original valley? Gothic 1 valley? So I don't recall it. Yeah, he's a true inspiration for militia soldiers worldwide. Buzz, buzz, buzz. What's the buzz? Who desert? Oh yeah, Olaf did desert. Maybe he's trying to, you know, cover his ass, being so self-righteous.
Nothing there.
Yeah, I'm doing all, you know, the ore. Check on the status of the ore mines. Buzz, 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 buzz. Look at this stompy fool. Owie. Show off what happens if you refuse. Yeah, I was just thinking about that. I couldn't remember if you actually could refuse. I don't remember. I think as the mercenaries, you also can't refuse, but you can demand payment for it.
Where do you come from?
I'm here on behalf of Garand.
Very good. I can certainly use new men.
I am not here to assist you.
No? Then why did you come?
My mission is to find out how much ore you have mined so far.
And my mission is to do everything I deem necessary in order to mine the ore and protect it. That includes the requisitioning of men. You are in the service of Innos. Therefore, you will follow my orders.
You are not Innos.
I already have an order from Garand.
And you will carry it out. But only when I send you back. All I want to hear from you now is, what can I do for you? Understood?
What can I do for
You
you?
literally cannot
For
refuse.
days, A horde of snappers has been roaming around. I don't know what that. So who and Teng the only. How you want to deal?
Oh, we know the deal.
Hey, what are you...
Yes,
What's the situation?
know better than here.
Damn, you're not... I'll tell you something.
What do
I'm the general dog's body here. Schlep stuff around, keeping... I should have just stayed home with my old lady. Wasn't any different there, but at least there was something decent to eat. And now I'm all that remains of the men-at-arms that were assigned to Fadgeth. How was I to know that this expedition wasn't gonna make it back? My pal Olaf made himself scarce. Maybe he pulled it off.
Yeah, it does kind of make sense, but I still hate, like, later parts where, for example, with Cornelius, the only way you can get him to fess up is to bribe him 2,000 gold, whereas the other factions basically get to threaten him.
I found Olaf.
Now what's he up to?
He's dead. The wolves ate him.
Ah, damn. I hope that at least I'll manage to get out of here.
What do you know about the snappers?
Why do you want to know that? And don't tell me you're just curious.
I'm going to hunt those snappers.
That's crazy. I've watched them. Those are bloodthirsty beasts.
Oh, you can
Then tell
pickpocket
me
his
what you
diary?
know about them.
I didn't even
Yeah,
know
I can
that.
help you, but only under one condition.
What do you want?
If you manage to kill the snappers, then you have to get me out of here. I can't take it here much longer. Have you talked to Fed? The guy is wrecked, and I don't want to end up like him.
Tell me
I knew I could. The other was long.
where could
I saw.
So I don't remember if I mentioned it last time. It was actually fascinating in Elex. They reference how the Bilgot refers to the snappers as like bowing down to the pack leader as he's like walking by, and they all just kind of shy away from him, but they won't take their eyes off him. The raptors in like Idan and places like that do the same thing in Elex. If you ever notice, if there's a pack leader with a group of raptors, the other ones will stay, stay at length away from him, but they'll keep their eyes on him. Well, it's probably because you're kind of gaming the system when you do it that way. But I am surprised that they might have just, as an afterthought, made it possible to pickpocket him. I'm not sure. Yeah, I'll do vanilla somehow. Because I have the disc copy, but I don't have a cable for a disc drive in my PC. So the easiest way to deal with that would just be to set up my laptop for streaming. But I don't know if it would work as well. No, that's I don't think Gordon calls him that, but Jorgen, or whatever his name is. Jurgen? This guy over here, the scout. Yeah, he refers to them as greenhides. Which is weird because they're not green. It might be a reference
so you killed
to...
the leader?
No.
You should do...
Hang on, what? I thought I got him. I hope he's still up there. Yeah, but I already have one in my PC. It just doesn't have a cable. I just need to get a cable for it. So I had to requisition the cable to plug in my second hard drive. Yeah, but they're not that green. I feel like it might have been a reference to Warhammer, where the orcs are referred to as greenskins. Yeah, I don't know how I'm gonna feel about it. It's just gonna be so different. Alright, snappos. Snap-ons. And shoot him. Look at that. Don't stand a chance. I was thinking snap-on tools, but hey, whatever floats your boat. Sidestepping snappers is not effective. So I have learned. Oh God, I heard rain start. I don't want it to rain. It's weird how much I hate the rain now that it's been enabled in the DirectX 11.
What are you doing here?
I'm a scout. It's a good time.
Do you know where Diego got to?
Diego? He was one of Silvestro's scrapers. But he's made himself scarce. I saw him with 2 knights in a box, not so far from here. You can see the old watchtower from here, right? Go over there, and then towards the castle. A path leads through the rocks to the right. That's where they went.
I think that's wrong. I've never actually heard that dialogue from Jurgen. But his directions were wrong, because you go towards the watchtower and go towards the castle, you're going back through that arch. Gonna set the time to stop the rain, because I don't want to deal with that. Yeah, I've never talked to... I don't think I've ever come here before talking to Diego, so I never knew Jurgen had unique dialogues. Speaking of which, I want to go check out Silvestro's cave, because I want to see that sword that supposedly doesn't show up until chapter 4. Yeah. Especially with the way it would, like, glitch out in caves, so you'd be in the middle of a cave and it would just sound like a thunderstorm. Well, there ain't no dragoon snappers. I often don't go there either. Not a big fan of fighting mine crawlers at this point in the game. Not in melee, at least. In fact, I'm never a fan of fighting them in melee. Oh, I didn't mean to open that. Yeah, this is theoretically the quickest chapter in the game, I think. Although chapter 5 might be. Chapter 5 has the fewest events, at least. How much hurt do these do? And hit the bitch. That's surprisingly effective. Since they're all there just stuffing their faces on paladin corpses, should be easy to take them out.
Nothing to plunder.
Well, there's the fine longsword. I know that that's the only weapon we found in here when I went through as a mage. Damn it. Damn it! The thing is, I hate trying to... Like, there are sometimes I would prefer to skip things in Gothic 2 and games like that, but you get so underpowered if you try and, like, blow through things. Like, the first time I played as a paladin, I ended up being, like, really weak, and I couldn't, like, actually fight anything when I was a paladin, because I had skipped so much stuff and didn't level up. Look at these idiots. So easily distracted. Ow. I'm still wearing a stupid militia armor again. Yeah, it was one of the weird things in Gothic 1. Something they did change in Gothic 2 so that there is actually a minimum amount of damage you can deal. You cannot possibly deal less than 5 damage no matter the circumstances, whereas in Gothic 1, you know, you could actually deal 0 damage. Just in the way the damage calculation worked. That is so dumb. Just stop it. Yeah, I think Risen, they wanted to make it more challenging again, because Gothic 3, meanwhile, it was like leveling up damage almost didn't matter. They got rid of, like, critical hit calculations and shit like that. Oh god, warrior. Hiss, hiss, hiss. Look at this idiot. Smack! Yeah, the escalation of your ability to take hits in Gothic 3 was weird. It almost seemed like there was a point, like up to a point armor made no difference, then at a certain point armor made all the difference. Because I've done runs where I never upgraded hit points at all, and yet at some point I just seemed to take virtually no damage. But prior to that point, I was getting like wrecked anytime I took a hit. That'll be silly, but the funny thing is, THQ Nordic actually now owns Deep Silver. So it wouldn't be a stretch. Look at this gangbang of Minecrawler corpses here. I've always wondered what Piranha Bytes' actual plan was for a Gothic 3 follow-up. Clearly, they did not plan Forsaken Gods. The only reason they walked away from it is because of their arguments with Joe Wood. I don't think they're done with Elex. They, I don't think, have the budget to try and trademark and market a new franchise. And I know they got that award from the German government for, you know, Elex 2. But I feel like the way those things work, they don't necessarily have to make what they said they're gonna make. Like, I don't think they have to hand the award money back if they don't commit to Elex 2. Yeah, nothing baited a sequel more than Elex did out of any of their games. Alright, I gotta finish up this. Yeah, I do hope they... I'm actually curious what they're gonna do, because I felt like there were so many shortcomings to the setting, but the only way they can make improvements to it is to basically retcon so much shit. And at that point, I'd just be complaining about how many things are wrong for continuity reasons.
Hey,
So unless they just go for a different setting, like not in the continent that they were in before.
I killed good. Report if I good.
Supposed to get 10 Grand's ring. Gothic 2 did, but it wasn't clear on where they were going with it. Gothic 1 didn't, because it was literally... I mean, they already retconned it by the time Gothic 2 came out. Because in Gothic 1, the ending has the hero say, I emerged from the Sleeper's Temple into daylight, but my journey was just beginning, and that was it. And then we find out in Gothic 2, he never actually emerged from the temple, he got stuck down there. And then... Gothic 3... I don't know, it was kind of... There was some finality to that slideshow at the end. And then Risen 1 was just... There's a short dialogue after the credits between the hero and Patty, just saying, you know, the war isn't over, we've still got shit to do. Then Risen 2 did not lead to any sequel, you know, kind of foreshadowing whatsoever.
May in us be.
I am that.
Yeah.
It's
Good.
Yeah,
how's
they need to commit to a lot of things if they're gonna make an Elex sequel work.
it's time.
Might be better off that they do something else instead, but at the same time, I feel like they invested a lot of imagination into Elex. It would be a shame to squander it, it's just that it fell a little short in a lot of areas. So the weird thing is, the bad ending in Risen 3 actually kind of had some foreshadowing to it, but could not have possibly led to a sequel, I don't think. Unless they do a follow-up with the Shadows as, like, the theme. Damn it, Bilgot! Stop getting in the way.
Well done! One dirty beast less.
Well, so, the Risen 3 ending, you... Oh god, wolves. Yeah, the Risen 3 ending, you walk out of the place, back to the crew, and the good ending, you know, I think, what, Patty gives you a hug and that's it? And the bad ending, it's clear that your character is corrupted, and it's... would be interesting to know what happens from there. But then again, they totally flopped with the presentation of the previous hero in his one cameo and got Risen 3. I doubt they would have come up with something interesting for the new hero. I don't know, is it even possible to not have Patty in your crew? I do need to play it again and fool around with some of those things, because I always wondered what would happen with... what's his name? Horace? The the Guardian who, like, betrays you. Because Sebastiano gives you the quest to kill him. And it made it seem like you could go through with that, but I have a feeling that when you try to, it gives you a, you know, kind of cockblocks you and doesn't let you do it. Oh yeah, hug Bones. Really intimately.
I thought you were dead.
Yeah. So I was.
But now, who are you doing that? I work the...
So I didn't know that.
Stop.
There's
that.
I do really want to play Risen 3 again, for some reason.
That's.
How?
What about. What do I need?
Since we...
Let's.
To the path, you go. But don't also, I have just... And it go... Let me know.
Come with.
All right.
Alright, time for a good time. Everyone else leaves when you become evil. Mendoza leaves when you become good. Yeah, so I never committed to an evil playthrough. I think by that point the only people who left were Edward and Jafar. Well, Bones doesn't leave either, right? But I don't think I'd gotten Patty yet, so I didn't see how she reacted. So I'm gonna try going the path of orcs here,
One less monster
rather than my cheat
around.
path, and just see if we can actually pull this off. I don't think we can. Diego had a weird spring in his bow there. Oh god, that's a warg. Thought that was a wolf. Why is Diego on point with his arrows? Yeah, Bones stays no matter what. He said he would, so I figured. I will say the only thing I didn't like about Bones is
One less
if you did not, if you didn't talk to him much, you'd have like a lot of exposition, just kind of like run-on sentence, kind of structured. Wow, they're already coming. Alright, well, if we can stall the shaman. The shaman's the real trouble. Shaman can do the most damage.
One less monster around.
Yeah, and he's also the one where, like, if your spirit value becomes too good, he's, like, especially worried about you, and he takes Mendoza's soul stone or whatever, and gives it back to him just to make him leave. Hey, I got some mana. Orskin, Force, 10 Groans. Well, I need the Force to keep using this. I think the defense is probably better than hit points at this point. Yeah, well, what are you gonna do? I don't remember if there are more shamans. Shaman is what makes it the most difficult. This is how you can easily, you know, kite the orcs around for these guys to, you know, kind of carve them up. So don't let him kill Bilgit.
Nothing to be had there.
What's weird is his voice actually kind of grew on me. It's just when he tried to be expressive, because he was going for that gravelly voice, he couldn't actually, like, make any other emotion besides, like, frustrated or morose. So when he tried to sound angry or, like, depressed, it didn't work. I almost feel like it's kind of funny in a way how, like, Mendoza was so uptight and, like, self-righteous in the first game. Then Risen 3, it's like death just kind of made him, like, liberated him mentally. It just became like he didn't give a shit anymore. He was like, alright, you know, fuck all these ideals I used to have. I'm back in this world and I'm just gonna be whatever kind of piece of shit I feel like being. Yeah, he won't go near the wall, he won't go near the castle, so we have to lure him this annoying-ass way. Although that gauntlet of orcs is not as frustrating as I remember them being. Thankfully, he pulled all the fucking snappers so Bilgit doesn't get wrecked.
Nothing there.
Yeah, I don't know why. That was a problem, is they retconned his character a lot. I'm not so upset about, like, his personality change, but they retconned a lot of things. Which was a big problem for them in Risen, because they didn't go into it really thinking of sequels.
One less monster around.
That's right, Diego. I think a troll shows up here later.
One less monster.
I guess this direction isn't as hard as I remembered. For some reason I thought there were more orcs.
One less monster around.
And big smack.
Well done. One dirty beast less.
And Diego, settle down. Arx was just a douche. Like, he wasn't even a funny jackass. He was literally just a self-righteous dweeb. I don't know. I think they just wanted some of, like, the noble characters in, like, the upper end of town to have something that seemed like a snooty weapon. I think it would have been hilarious if they walked around with it like it was a pimp cane. Yeah, it is funny that you would think a knife would be more deadly than a rotten stick, but that ain't the case. Not only does it do less damage, it's also got shorter reach. I think I've actually had Bilgit die by, like, falling off that ramp before. I would never do a wolf knife run. I hate that weapon. The funny thing is I used to think it was awesome because it was 30 damage for 10 strength, and it gave you a boost to your one-handed weapon skill. But then I actually, like, looked into it and realized it's literally the shortest weapon in the game. And it's so hard to hit anything with it. But it isn't, though. Oh, God. I forgot there's a shaman there as well. Whoops! I just smacked the shit out of Bilgit. Also, Diego is apparently not immortal here. I actually forgot. Doesn't something happen if he dies here? He actually still shows up back in town? I'm actually curious to try that. Never even thought about it. Val, didn't you say that once? This is, you know, experimental streaming after all, so it might just kill him before we get to the end.
One less monster around. One less monster around.
Damn, Diego got no chill. He's just pegging him right in the face. I always forget to grab these plants up here. That would be weird if... because they've never done it like that. Like, he has God mode or he's vulnerable. I've never seen it where they let his health deplete but don't actually let him die. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna hit the, you know, kill script on him before we reach the end.
One less monster around.
Right now I'm just using him to nab me some XP.
One less monster around.
Man, that thing really ripped him to pieces though. Diego! You've fallen behind for. Let's do the experiment save. See what happens if he just dies. Bleh. So we'll pretend an orc got him. Take all his stuff. So obviously, he's pretty essential later. Although you don't have to take him to the Eardarath, I don't think. So he may not be considered essential. He's the only character who doesn't have like a role in some of the like later chapter main quests. Yeah, because I think you had told me about it before. He like still shows up in town and like kind of chastises you for not taking better care of him or something. Although we miss out on the nostalgia bonus this way.
Right. There we are. Now,
Thank you.
don't get your...
Fail.
Wait a minute. What do
Ah,
if you say...
just a little.
So let's go back. He should show up now. I don't think it waits until chapter 3, does it? Wolves suddenly dying. Oh, so he won't show up until chapter 3. God dang it. I don't want to keep it that way if I didn't have to. Hey, right, he's not here. Darn! Alright, well, we have to roll with that. Did I quick save before we left? I did. Oh, no, I didn't. Shit. it's the same save. Let's go.
Right. There we are. Now,
Thank you.
don't get...
Fair.
Anyways, we talked to him all the way down here. Alright, so be it. It's all for the sake of science.
I already thought as much.
Someone's gotta pay for that.
I wouldn't be so sure.